obviously, a lot of emotion up there.
Yes.
Huge day for you. Such a long road. Can you kind of again just sort of put into words how much this means to you and kind of another step in your journey?
I'm really in awe, just because of how it all transpired. This has always been like a dream job of mine. It's always been a job that I always talked about. I would want to get my first head coaching job at. So the fact that this happened to me is just amazing. I'm still kind of speechless and kind of taking it all in. So it's been awesome.
You kind of talked about that when you came in the gym. It's envisioning what you want, envisioning what you need to be. Like you said, envisioning this job.
Yes.
What do you envision for the program? What's the next step?
I just envision, like I said earlier, people in the stands. It's like I can see people coming to the stands, fans that are excited to come watch our young ladies play, and us putting a great product that's a fun brand of basketball on the court.
You came from a program that was kind of down for a while, then
Yes.
watched your staff and Coach Snyder build it up.
Yep.
What can you pull from that experience that might translate here in terms of getting this going again?
I believe a big part of it is making sure you recruit well, of course. I think that helps. And just the amount of work and the tireless efforts that we put in and not really being discouraged and not being, we always believed that we would go turn the program around and we were always going to be good at. And if you have that great internal belief, I think eventually it's going to happen.
What was that potential you saw in Wichita State? Why was this an attractive spot in your mind?
I think for me is I'm a Kansas City native. I mean, I feel like within this region, within a 3-hour radius, there are great student athletes that are going to be playing that I want to make sure that they're a part of the Shocker Nation. Also, just my recruiting ties that I already have, in place, and starting a AAU program, so I still have all of those connections to this day. Just seeing, from afar, watching the men's program go to the Final Four and seeing that a program at this level can have sold-out crowds and one of the greatest home court environments in the country. And I think that you can do that here with the women also.
There is that always kind of like in-state rivalry, Kansas State, Wichita State. For you, former Jayhawk guard,
Yep.
coaching there multiple times.
Yep.
Is it just still like a little weird that you're down here? And is it something that you kind of think is cool that you can stay in state and still coach here?
No, I think it's cool. I think competition is great. I think it's going to be, if all three of the programs are great, I think it's greater for the state as a whole. And I love the fact that we can compete against those guys on that level. And that's going to be my goal, to make sure we're able to compete against KU.